Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Agenda NewsTube. I'm Victoria Lane. Tonight we bring you a special report on a heartwarming celebration of unity, reflection, and progress that took place at Fort McCoy. It was an event to honor the enduring legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose work for racial equality and justice has left an indelible mark on our nation. Dozens of members of the Fort McCoy community came together on January 16th to commemorate Martin Luther King Jr. Day with a meaningful ceremony at the McCoy Community Center. This year's theme was Remember, Celebrate, Excellence in Action, and celebrated not only the contributions of Dr. King, but also the 60th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery marches, an important moment in the civil rights movement. The event opened with an address by Staff Sergeant Jhoanna Adviento of the Fort McCoy Equal Opportunity Office, who played an important role in organizing this gathering. Staff Sergeant Adviento set the tone for the day by emphasizing the importance of remembering Dr. King's ideals and acting in ways that support those ideals in our daily lives. The keynote speaker for the ceremony was none other than Dr. Quincey Daniels Jr., thesis chair of National University's Sanford College of Education and a former Army major. Dr. Daniels captivated the audience with a heartfelt presentation that not only honored Dr. King's legacy, but also reflected on his own experiences growing up during the segregation era. She began her presentation by describing the spark that ignited the civil rights movement, Rosa Parks' courageous stand on the Montgomery bus. These poignant reflections reminded participants of the progress the civil rights movement has made, but also underscored the work that still needs to be done. Dr. Daniels shared that school desegregation and securing civil rights are tremendous steps forward, but stressed that progress requires continued effort and unity. Fort McCoy Garrison Commander Colonel Sheila Baez Ramirez also shared her thoughts, emphasizing the importance of learning from history to build a better future. The event at Fort McCoy not only celebrated Dr. King's achievements, but also reflected the installation's commitment to promoting unity and understanding. This celebration was a reminder that Dr. King's work was more about action than words. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man of extraordinary vision and courage. As a Baptist minister and leader of the civil rights movement, he advocated nonviolent resistance as a way to overcome injustice and oppression. Her efforts not only won her the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, but also changed the course of history by taking steps towards racial equality that had been denied for centuries. As we remember his life, we also celebrate the milestones achieved under his leadership, from the Montgomery bus boycott to the March on Washington. These milestones remind us that Dr. King's vision of equality was built on a foundation of unity and service. This year's celebration also ties in with the 60th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery marches, which underscored the power of perseverance and collective action in the civil rights movement. Dr. King's leadership during these marches remains a testament to his belief in the transformative power of nonviolence. Known as the Total Force Training Center, Fort McCoy has been a center for military personnel since 1984. But on January 16th, it was also a center for reflection, unity, and reconnection to the principles that Dr. King stood for. As we close this special report, let us remember the timeless words of Dr. King. The time is always right to do what is right. Let us all strive to embody these ideals, to remember, celebrate, and act for excellence in our own lives. Thank you for watching Agenda NewsTube. I'm Victoria Lane. Stay tuned for more important news right after this break.